everyone, welcome to Komodo Tai Tarot and thank you for clicking onto my channel. So today I will be doing a weekly collective for Virgo. Okay, you see before me 4 decks. I will be doing this for the week of September 26th through October 2nd of 2021. So these 4 decks before me, this very first one is from this Tarot Black and Gold edition, the Rider-Waite. Okay, I will be pulling 4 cards from this deck. And then the second pile here is from the Tarot Cards Spencer. Let me just fix this a little bit. Okay, I will also be pulling 4 cards from that deck as well. And and depending upon how many cards that Spirit choose to have fly out from this first deck, I will also pull out the exact same amount of cards, okay, that is pulled from this deck as well, because sometimes Spirit has the tendency to do that. So with this Moonology Oracle, I will be pulling out 3 cards from this deck, and this Osho here, I will be pulling 1 card, okay? It's going to serve as a food for thought, something to reflect upon throughout the week, all right? As a little reminder there. So with that being said, I'm going to put this off to the side here and we can get started with the Black and Gold Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for our lovely Virgos for this week of September 26, 2021? Oh, that is a bad cut. This reading is going to be all about the energies of what Spirit is going to highlight for you all. Okay, the good, bad, and the ugly. It's nothing specific, so it's going to be quite a surprise here. All right, Spirit teams, we are ready for your messages for our Virgo for the week of September 26th. Ooh, the moon. Okay, something with regards to like mystery. Okay, that is hidden. I just hate the glaring. I hope you can see that. Okay, so with this moon there will be some sort of mystery, okay, to solve, or some form of like secret coming to light, or maybe some hidden information. And again, we are in a retrograde here, okay, with the High Priestess popped up. Okay, High Priestess and the Moon card here. Oh, a lot of secrets. Okay, something is hidden, will be revealed. There's a shroud of mystery in the air, in the atmosphere. Too many. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Whatever this is has to do with your finance sector here, which I find to be quite befitting because we are in a retrograde right now, and the Mercury retrograde is in Libra. So with Mercury retrograde in Libra, it affects Virgos, okay, someone with a Virgo rising or a Virgo sign as yourself, in their second house. So this Mercury retrograde that we are going through right now is affecting your second house, and the second house ties closely to your career sector and your finance, okay? So with the Moon card, the High Priestess, and the 4 of Pentacles, I sense that for this week, you might want to revisit your finances, okay? And kind of micromanage and budget to see, you know, the amount that is in your savings account, and make sure that that amount is in there, all right? Because with the Mercury retrograde, it there's this tendency of hidden expenses, or perhaps maybe absent-mindedness, that goes along with forgetting to pay the bills on time, or something along that nature, okay? Or maybe overspending or spending on things that is unnecessary, or is like a lost investment of some kind. So during this retrograde and how it's impacting your second house, you want to kind of refocus your attention when it comes to the numbers, okay, in your finances. And also something along the line of like whatever that finance ties to, like your career path. All right, I'm sensing for some, it might come up to the surface of where you're having doubts about, whether or not you're on the right path, and whether or not you are happy in the career that you are in right now and doing the things that you're doing right now that for a job, okay? And I find kind of sense that it may play a part or a role in your self-esteem, or even your self-worth or self-confidence in a way. And if that is the case, then this is the time to ask the question of is what you're doing right now, okay, playing a major role in your life, okay, an important role in your life in the larger scheme of things. Okay, is it bringing you a sense of fulfillment? Is it bringing you a sense of purpose? Because a lot of this, it just kind of plays in that law of attraction, okay? Because if you're in a depressive mood, and if you are in like a low vibrational mentality of feeling like you're not worth it, okay? Like you're feeling low about yourself, and that kind of works against you during this time, because it's going to repel the money away from you in a way. All right, because if you think highly of yourself and you feel like I'm worth earning all this money and all this abundance coming into me, I'm worth it, I deserve it, then you will see a lot of abundance flowing in, because it's not magic in any way. It's like the mindset. Our mentality is very important, okay? The way we think manifests itself into our actions. And when we take actions in a positive way, we yield results in a positive way. And that positive result, is therefore the abundance that we see coming in. Is therefore the blessings that we see coming into our life, okay? That's the law of attraction, if you want to put it in logical terms. That's just how I process and how I view it, okay? Because I'm very logical minded, despite the fact that I am doing tarot card reading, but I like to kind of put it into compartments, so that it's like a more digestible to people who is more like not so much into spirituality. So when I explain it to them, they kind of get the idea, so kind of tailors in with different stages for each person, I guess, if they're not really submersed in spirituality, and so they might not understand it much. Because looking back to when I was younger and how my mom was trying to explain it to me, because it wasn't logical, and how I see things is very logical, it didn't make sense to me. So, which I can understand why some people think it's like a hocus pocus, Looney Tunes type of ordeal here with regards to what they deem as new age or spirituality. So yeah, I was off on a tangent on that. But the way we perceive our mind, okay, if we think positively, if we reprogram our mind to think positively, we are able to attract all those good things into our lives, because the way we think and perceive the world is very important, because it dictates how we will act and also the type of actions we will put out there into the world, and the type of energies we put out into the world, and whichever energies we put out, we attract back. Okay, so yeah. So during this time of the retrograde, if you feel down, if you feel like you're unworthy, any way, shape, or form, take time out and reflect, within yourself, and reconsider, revamp, do whatever, reflect. As I said reflect twice. Why did I do that? But yeah, it's all about tearing down. Mercury retrograde is all about tearing down what is no longer of use and decluttering our energetic space, and not only energetic space but also our physical space as well. Because during this time, if let's say if your home is cluttered and it's called for, you having to donate away your possessions that you no longer use, that's stowed away in the attic or basement somewhere, or in a box in a storage room somewhere, take those things and donate it. And again, with the account and retirement account, if you find that your bank account is not really offering you much, and versus another bank that's offering, I don't know, savings program or something like that, okay, or a lower interest rate, then switch over to a new account, okay? But before you do or take any actions in switching over, or in transferring money or switching your account or anything of that like, or wanting to go in and making an investment, make sure that you do your research and gather all the information that you need to do, that you need in order to transition over smoothly. But it is caution though. I mean, use this time to do research, all right? And then after Mercury goes direct again, then you can transfer over if you want to do it that way to be on the safe side. But yeah, if you decide to do it during the retrograde, be very, very extremely and meticulously careful. Pay attention to the details as much as possible so that you don't overlook anything, and there won't be anything that arises afterwards, okay, that could lead to potential losses. So yeah, and also, when it comes to career as well, during this time, it could be a good time for you to rethink and reconsider and revamp some things, projects, okay, that has to do with your career sector, okay? If you feel that the job that you're in right now is not providing you a sense of fulfillment or purpose that you're looking for in this chapter of your life. But before you do, make sure that you have other things in line, okay? Don't just up and quit your job and not having anything to back it up with, because during the retrograde, you don't want to do that, So take this time as a time of reflection, especially when it comes to your second house, and that is your finances and your career, okay? Your money. Oh, and also, I've mentioned this too with your bills, okay? Also to make sure that you're on top of your bills, because during this time it's easy to forget about a bill and then miss out on it, okay? So we have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So right now, during this time, career, as we've already discussed about, it's going to weigh heavily a lot on your mind, okay? You're going to be very focused on that, and not seeing much results there, but there will be, with this Seven of Pentacles, there will be delays, but don't be disheartened. Use this downtime to go back to the drawing board when it comes to your finances, and micromanage, set money aside for for just in case if anything were to arise later on, right? Because you have until October 18th. It's a stretch, it's quite a stretch, so you kind of have to maneuver and kind of leave wiggle room, okay, in order to play to your advantage and work with the energy of the Mercury retrograde during this time for your sign. And if you do that, you'll be all right. Many people are fearful, even myself, I'm fearful of Mercury retrograde. All right, I'm like, oh no, because I'm already sensitive to the phases of the moon. Whenever there's a full moon, it doesn't matter, especially with the Mercury retrograde here. It affects my speech, it affects my communication. I don't like that. All right, Spirit teams. Okay, so we have here the Page of Pentacles, the moon, Page of Pentacles. Yes, you see, all of this has to do with your finance. Okay, it's coming up in the reading here. So there, with the Page of Pentacles and the moon, clarifying the moon, there may be some, as I said before, hidden bills that needs to be paid. Make sure you're on top of that and go through everything. Make sure, you know, everything is paid, the bills are paid on time and in the amount that it should be. And also when you do pay the bills, make sure that you pay it to the correct place of payment, okay? Because I can see that easily happening too with the retrograde for you guys. Now remember, during the retrograde, from now until October 18th here, this theme here with the money and also having to focus and paying particular attention to your finances is going to come up throughout not only just this week but also following weeks as well. And then we have the Tower. The High Priestess is clarified by the Tower. Okay. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, so clarifying the Four of Pentacles. So you're not quite happy with, you're not happy at all with your finance situation here, and also with your career. With the Page of Pentacles, I feel that it may be something that's just starting or budding, that's something fairly new, okay? And with the Tower clarifying the High Priestess here, there will be some form of like a shake in your foundation. I feel it's a shake in your foundation, but because it's with the High Priestess, I feel like it's within yourself. Okay, I'm back. So with the Tower clarifying the High Priestess, I feel like it's going to be something, I don't want to say spiritual, but it's going to be something within you, okay? It's going to be, this Tower is going to cause you to refocus and have a new perception on finances here, okay, for this week. Okay, that's what this Tower is, clarifying the High Priestess. That's the energy that is given here, because the Three of Swords clarifying the Pentacles, you are feeling unhappy with where you are in life and where you are in your career or place of employment. I have this sense of feeling like you feel that at your age right now you should be doing something, you should be more successful than what you are, okay? You should be doing something that's more, something with having a higher standing in your place of employment or in what you do, in your status here, okay? You're very disappointed with regards to your career choices in life all throughout here, which is why the Three of Swords is popping up. I'm also getting another scenario for some of you. You may go through life, you know, and worked at this place, at that place. It kind of is like the jack of all trades. One minute you could be working at a company, the next minute they find you working at a new organization or a retail, okay, or next minute you're a sub, things like that, right? And only because you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to find your niche, you're trying to find which profession that fits your personality and is suited to you. But most importantly, you're just trying to find something to do that will identify with who you are on the inside, and that will bring you a sense of fulfillment and a purpose in your life. All right, because all these work descriptions, I feel, okay, it seems like it's glitz and glams, it's nice from on paper, but once you actually get to, you know, actually get into the role, it's not as glamorous, and it's just very mundane and tedious work, day in, day out, 9 to 5, all day, every day, same routine. And that's not, it doesn't allow for you to thrive, and you get bored with it, you get sick with it, it doesn't resonate with you, you feel like you're wasting your time. With this Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles here, that's energy that I'm getting. And not only that, but it's this alien, because I feel like you guys are quite different in how you perceive the world around you and how you process information, and sometimes you feel quite out of place, misplaced, alienated, or you feel like an alien altogether, okay? Because you feel like you don't belong. And it's not like you're a lazy person. I mean, you would love to be able to be satisfied and happy with a 9 to 5 job, you know, and have your retirement all set up for you, and also health insurance and things like that. But it just doesn't appeal to you, or even if you try to force yourself in that box like everyone else, you just can't do it for long. And that's where this Three of Swords coming from, okay? And you're trying and you're trying, and yet you end up with this Seven of Pentacles, and you feel as though like nothing is coming to fruition, because you wait and you wait and you still don't see the results. And all of this disappointment, this feeling of self-worth, okay, is going to crop up during this week, pertaining to your career sector and your finances as well. And then the Seven of Pentacles here is clarified by the Lovers. And for some of you, you may be in a financial constraint as a result of your partner, okay, who could, like, you could be the one working and the breadwinner, bringing home the money and all that stuff, while your partner may not be pulling their weight, okay, and they could be splurging your money or stealing your resources, or, you know, something along that line with the Lovers. And there's another scenario too that comes in when it comes to your romantic life as well. If you feel like you feel as though your partner or your person, I feel like that this is like a no communication, you know, you're in separation right here with this Seven of Pentacles and the Lover here, especially with the succubus here. Feels like this person comes in just to use you, okay, with the succubus, and take your resources and take your things and leave you with nothing, and kind of breadcrumb you and just giving you enough so that you're satisfied for the moment, you know, while they benefit from whatever it is that you bring home, or they benefit from your hard work. That's the energy that I'm getting with this Lover, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. All right, Spirit teams, what advice would you like to give to our Virgos here with regards to this situation? Do you hear that? That's Lucky. Hold on just a second. I need to open the door for him. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I know, like, every time you guys come through, you probably be hearing dogs barking or Lucky scampering, running across the room. I really can't help it. I mean, I left him upstairs, and because he's very attached to me, so he knows that I come downstairs to do my work, and any chance he get when the upstairs door is open, he'll like run straight down to where I'm at and start barking, which the bark that you heard right before I turn off the camera. All right. Okay, spirit teams, what messages do you have or advice? Adjustments are required. Okay. So take this time to kind of really look at the details of your finances and adjust anything that is needed, and adjust anything that needs readjustments. Okay. I just noticed too, as I was like shuffling and looking at these cards, that the moon, okay, there's a lot of moon in these illustrations here. So there's a lot of secrets, mysteries, okay, that is in the air that you need to also kind of like be attuned to and pay particular attention to, okay, because it's, and especially with the lover, I know the lovers is a positive card, but for some reason, I think it's this word succubus here, and also, I don't know, it's just, I'm just not trusting the energy from this Lovers card. Okay, so be very, very careful with, if you are in a relationship, your person, keep watch, okay? I mean, I'm not saying for you to be paranoid, but stay vigilant, and also if they are in charge of finances and things like that, and be sure that you yourself knows what is or how much is in that bank account, as well as your partner, okay? Just saying, to be on the safe side. It is Mercury retrograde, okay? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay. Work through your fears. All right, so these are the advice, the three advices, okay, to work through your fears at the end of a tough cycle approaches, and make any adjustments that is required, that you see fit, that is needed, you know, in your particular situation with regards to your finances, all right? And with regards to the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Swords here, as well as High Priestess and the Tower card, okay, there are some lingering fears of the subconscious, that you may want to kind of deal with and tie up the loose ends and address, okay, so that you can release those negative energies, okay, and continue on going forward with something new with this Page of Pentacles here. And of course, with everything new, nothing is fixed in stone, nothing is written in stone. There are some things that still need to be tweaked and readjusted and worked on and refined, revised, revamped. Do that. Use this time to do just that, okay? So that once the Mercury goes direct, you can come out on top and be ready, all right? And hit the ground running. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, all of your hard work will not be in vain, okay? So long as you work with the energy of the retrograde for your sign, you should be okay. But for right now, play it safe, do your research, whatever bit, because it has to do with, because the retrograde is affecting your finance, you know, your second house. Make sure that whatever you do with regards to spending or investing or anything of that like, do research, okay? Do research and be very meticulous and pay particular attention to the details, and make sure that you dot your I's, cross your T's, read the fine prints, and look over things and look over documents to make sure all the ducks are in order before you decide to take any action during this time of the retrograde. But But it is recommended that you do the research during this time, and then once Mercury goes direct, then you can, if you still want to, then okay, make that big purchase, or go into that investment stock or whatever, okay? But that's just me. That's the message that's coming through. That would be the best idea for you. But then again, you know, it's all at the end of the day, it's up to you, okay? If if you feel like you want to do it now during the time of retrograde, then be extremely careful, and yeah, be extremely careful. Read documents twice, okay? And make sure you have other people look over the documents to be that second pair of eyes for you as well. All right, and that's that. Oh my God, sorry you gotta have to listen to Lucky's whining. I want to try to finish this first, and then I'll take him back upstairs to my brother. Alright, Spirit teams, what sutras would you like to give to Virgo for them to bear in mind? Not all of this, just one, please. One sutra, please. Here we have, all things arise and pass away, but the awakened awake forever. This is the photograph. All right, for the last time, I am back. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, on the back it says, become aware, awake. Then you will see that everything comes and goes. All things come and pass. Life is a flux. Your consciousness is the only thing that is immovable, that is eternal. To attain it is freedom. To attain it is the goal of life. If you miss it, you have missed your life, and you have missed a tremendously great gift, a great opportunity. All right, that is the message for you guys, for someone somewhere out there. I hope that this messages resonate with you, or at least, you know, some of the messages that came through, you could use it for guidance or as a reminder, okay, for you guys as you go about your day or encounter situations that are similar to these. Perhaps it will come in handy, or kind of remind you to stay calm, cool, collected, and also to regain your footings, okay, in a given situation. Now, with that being said, this is all I have for you guys for today, okay, for this week. If you enjoy my work, if you find this entertaining, you can support my channel by clicking the like button down below. And also, if you feel compelled to do so, you can also comment down below. And if you subscribe to my channel, that would be great. I would greatly appreciate that. And also, don't forget to hit the notification bell, so every time that I upload new videos, you will be reminded of that. And yeah, I hope that you have a great day, good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be in the world, whichever time zone you are in. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.